Hey, Fresh Baked, we're back atop the Mickey Friends parking structure for our weekly visit to the Star Wars land construction. We're looking out over this on a Saturday afternoon, and Ian, it looks like there's some concrete in the Super Collider.
There is.
I don't know if concrete is a proper conductor for smashing atoms. What do you think?
Well, maybe it's the structure of the whole.
Oh, okay. But that looks interesting to see it all finished like that. The forms are out. They pour the concrete.
They're putting the liner on the outside so they can push the dirt back in.
Oh, there is a liner out there, isn't there?
Because the dirt's going to go back up against it.
So that's that. What do you think? You know what? I keep saying this, but maybe when I get home this time, I'll remember to break out the concept art and see if we can't really identify what that could be.
I just know this building is going to be massive.
You know, somebody brought up a good point.
What?
It's possible, in fact, probable, that this isn't just one attraction, but it's the attraction is going to be incorporated into other.
They've only announced
more than one thing is going to be incorporated into what we're seeing being built. Like there could be shops, you know, along the front or something like that. It doesn't have to be all just Battle Escape.
It doesn't have to. But I think in this case, the vast majority of this building is for Battle Escape Ride and Queue.
Like this part right here?
Yeah, they don't extend out. I think the vast majority of it is this.
And obviously this right here, this, you know, the pool and the Super Collider are obviously part of the actual attraction.
I think the majority of that is for Battle Escape.
You don't do that for a restaurant. So, by the way, I was mentioning as we were walking up, I didn't notice this the first couple weeks, but there's a peak being formed by the roofs.
Yeah, slight slant.
It tilts up and then upward on both sides. That's rather interesting.
I think it might just be for rain runoff.
You think that's it?
I don't. It's a giant building. I don't know if
that's true. Now look over here, Ian.
Yes.
By the way, the green stuff is off the dirt.
I think it might got washed off during that.
Yeah, could be.
Just been washed away before it could dig in and do its job.
But it looks like they're doing this. They're getting ready to do the same thing with the berm.
Yeah.
Right? Because now that dirt has been, that looks like purposely graded dirt now, doesn't it?
Yeah.
With intent. It's been smoothed out and it stretches all the way along. They're getting ready to plant stuff there, I think.
Hopefully we'll see some trees along that berm.
We're going to see trees there real soon.
The Fantasmic storage.
Now, these trees aren't going to be grown, obviously, but I wonder are they going to be the same size as the ones we saw down there? I wonder.
Most of them will start off about the same size as those plants over by the Fantasmic.
Yeah.
It takes time for those trees to grow.
That's unfortunate. I would like to see some full-grown trees there, but I guess that's too much to ask.
And they managed to find a number of full-grown trees when the park was first built, but that was a very
that's what
search.
I remember more than one time reading an article by one of the guys, you know, the I don't know what you call them, the arborist.
The horticulturist?
Yeah, he said they basically took every available tree up and down the coast.
Yeah, they grabbed everything they could.
Yeah, and they made use of even stuff they didn't have a plan for. It was available, they took it, and they figured out a way to use it.
Yeah.
I don't think we're going to get that lucky.
No.
You know, like that. Remember that tree that we learned about? Were you there for the?
Yeah, the tour that Sarah was supposed to be there for, but she was off like in Washington or something. I happened to show up, so I joined. Yeah. That thing.
That tree that they took out of a oil.
So it's still got like a length of like old, what used to be high pressure oil pipeline just in the roots.
It's in the roots. It's still there today.
It's one of the trees in front of Pirates.
The one, the big one right in front of Pirates. Anyway, we just got a little sidetracked there.
That's what you do.
But yeah, it looks like in a lot of areas you can see where they're starting to like take its final shape a little bit. You know, dirt's where it's supposed to be, here, there, and here. It's more about finishing stuff than it is about building it. In terms of in terms of where the train is going to be going, the perimeter of the land. Obviously not this because they're not done here. But I like the fact that we're getting closer to, because what are we? We're 6 months away from a supposed start date for the rivers.
Well, we don't have a date for it.
Well, summer. So 6-7 months maybe. You can go with September, but certainly not October.
There was supposedly a permit for people for essentially like a Fantasmic to do like programming for the new show, to set up a trailer to do that in June or July. A permit was filed.
Okay.
So that would mean if they wanted to do programming and set up for Fantasmic in June or July, River would be May or June.
But I mean, they don't have to start Fantasmic right away.
No, that's what I mean. Like the river. Well, the river would be like a month or so before Fantasmic
Right.
starts.
Yeah, at least
Right.
I would say.
At least.
Yeah. Now, I want to, before we move on, I want to kind of take a look and see if we can tell what's going on at the Fantasmic storage area. I see more like mesh, etc. But I can't really tell.
They're filling a little more dirt.
There's more dirt, yeah. But the, like the turret and all that stuff, I don't even know where it is anymore. I can't, yeah.
That area is where your turret was. It's now getting covered in rockwork and steel.
Yeah, a lot of rock work. There's so much, it's rock work. I would love to be able to walk down that trail right now.
That would be great.
And see that. Hey, you remember that one time when I got to walk down the trail and you didn't?
Actually, no, I don't remember that. I must have blocked that out of my memory. It's a shame. I would have loved to have remembered such an event.
And by the way, this is one of those moments where, I don't know if you are aware of the game, but you also would have just lost the game because we had forgotten about that. Do you play the game?
Screw you.
Ian plays the game. All right, guys, look it up. Look up what the game is. You just lost.
No, you will regret it for the rest of your life.
You will regret it, but I don't care.
It's not worth the curiosity. It's not.
You know, I forgot to notice, Ian. It looks like they're starting to build up this other perimeter. Show building perimeter, perhaps? Those right here. See it here?
I mean, most of the perimeter of the show building is already in place with the concrete edge.
Right, but I mean, these little jigsaw pieces, they weren't there before, were they?
Yeah, you mean the empty gaps?
Yeah.
Yeah, there
Was it?
Yeah, there were weird little gaps in there before.
All right, I'm going to take a panorama, enjoy this, if you will. Almost all the way to the left-hand side because Ian, we're trying to see. He said that the Millennium Falcon building was going vertical.
I was half correct.
Yeah, something's going vertical, but it's not Millennium.
No, it's all the way in the corner of the expansion space. It's not actually on the Falcon spot.
There's a structure. Yeah, there's a structure being built, but that's the very edge of the property. That's expansion. Yeah, that's the expansion spot.
But it's big enough to be a proper show building.
It's proper something. Who knows how big like the restaurant buildings need to be?
Yeah. But it is interesting that it's all the way in the corner.
Yeah. Again, I don't know what that could be. You look at the concept art, there's nothing in that corner.
Well, no, because again, that's the expansion space.
Yeah.
Have
they already expanded it?
Hey, I mean, if it's possible. I mean, when they announced it, the two ends together, they were both East Coast and West Coast management had to work together. Yeah. Right. So when supposedly a third attraction got cut because East Coast didn't want to pay for it, we had to cut ours too, so the lanes would be the same.
That was the supposed Bantha.
Yeah, the transportation ride.
Yeah, like a people mover with a Bantha.
Yeah, people mover-esque kind of thing.
Yeah.
Now since then, the Anaheim management's been able to kind of break away and be more independent. So they don't have an answer to Orlando
which is good.
now.
Which is good.
So it's possible that someone was able to fight to add something back in.
Yeah.
Or it could be something completely unrelated.
Yep.
But I would love if they managed to add a third attraction.
I think
two
third attraction.
two attractions for a 14-acre land is ridiculous.
Not enough.
Even Carsland, which is smaller, has 3 attractions.
Yeah.
One of them is massive.
How many years later? That's still too busy.
Yeah.
There's still not enough going on there.
Like
because
you need.
Maters and Luigi's aren't pulling their weight.
Yeah. Just a side note, it's just nuts to me that the Avatar Land, which opens in May in Florida, has 2 rides.
Just 2? Yeah, the simulator.
The Flight of Passage Ride of Banshee thing, and then the Navi River thing, which I think is like a pirate small.
Okay, that sounds interesting.
So I don't know if it's Shanghai boats, which can turn, or just regular boats. Either way, that'll carry a lot of people. That'll up your capacity. Off topic, though.
Well, that's all we can see. That's all we can see back there. We can't see the ground, so there's some dudes working. Yeah,
they are working. And we have no clue what it's for, but it is a new building.
Definite new building. I want to go back over there to see if we can go see through. Because when we're at our usual spot, you have to look through the Battle Escape building to see it.
Yeah.
I wonder if maybe we can look through it to see what's on the ground. Now, all the way back over to the right, and you can kind of see through it a little bit. I never would have noticed that building if we had stayed here, because it kind of blends in with the Battle Escape structure.
No, I just haven't seen photos on someone else's photo update.
Yeah.
Another building gone vertical.
We'll finish that. But you can't really. I don't see. Do you even see foundation in there?
I see some wood and for possibly maybe some forms in the corner, which are in the Falcons.
Yeah.
And the wood I see is on the Falcons.
It's so hard to see. You can't make anything out. Better with your naked eye than with the camera, that's for sure.
Yeah.
The camera's having a hard time picking up anything, but you can see those guys down there working on whatever that building is. Man, we're not gonna. It won't be long. We won't be able to see anything on that side.
No.
We'll see nothing of the expansion area very, very soon. Right?
Yeah. No. Again,
it won't take long for them to put up walls.
Yeah. Once the Battle Escape building, the bulk of it, exteriors up.
Hey, look, they put stairs in.
Stairs.
There's stairs in the Battle Escape. Those are stairs. Far left.
Oh yeah. Yes, those are. Stairs.
I don't know. I'm impressed with that. I'm sorry.
Well, I mean, you got to get up somehow.
All right. Well, there you go, guys. That is Star Wars Land for this week. Almost done. Almost done. We'll see you guys next week. Fresh bacon stuff. We've got lots more for you guys to see, so grab a churro and watch our Star Wars Land updates with the Knothole Gang, or maybe our Secrets in History videos. And we're now at Disney World, so please do subscribe and watch our adventures there. And don't forget, you can support Fresh Baked through our Patreon campaign and get some exclusive benefits in the process. Thank you, everyone. Fresh Baked!